The West End School is a free private college preparatory school for young men. It is pre-kindergarten through 8th grade, where respect and responsibility are taught in a safe, caring environment, where students are encouraged to attain the highest possible level of scholarship, character, and intellectual growth.
I grew up on 42nd Street.
In 10 years, I see myself in college.
I want to go to high school and graduate high school. Then after high school, I would like to graduate college.
It's taught me how to be a young man, how to dress, how to eat, how to respect the teachers.
Our code is to be a man is to be responsible.
Turn your listening ears on. Give me an okay. Okay.
Now, did he use the article and?
Yeah.
He was a teacher at the Asheville School in Asheville, North Carolina. We got married in 1980, and so I continued on with him. We went down to New Orleans for 4 years, and then Robert got an opportunity to head a school here in Louisville, Kentucky, Kentucky Country Day School.
Well, we started West End School in a house at 17th and Chestnut, about 20 some odd blocks from here. We began with 3 boys. And then through a variety of coincidences and experiences, we had an opportunity to teach classes in this building, and then over a period of time actually to acquire the building. So 9 years ago we went from a school with 3 boys in a small house where we played in a vacant lot in the back to what is now West End School with 4.5 acres and what soon will be with the completion of the Darrell Griffith Athletic Center, a facility of about 82,000 square feet and 60 kids. And the hope is that we've just had a wonderful grant from the Brown Foundation to double the size of the dormitory. So the hope is that over the next 3 or 4 years, we'll have as many as 140 or 150 boys here on campus.
Everyone needs to be crisscross applesauce, and we need to use our manners.
I came from Roosevelt Perry Elementary, and it was a good school, but it didn't push me to be better. They encourage you and give you they'll let you get the experience of what you really want to do. I like dancing, and they gave me the experience to go and leave campus to go to dance every Wednesday.
I came from Kennedy Elementary School, and I've been here for, a year and a half? Well, it's going to be 2 years in May, but a year and a half. The biggest lesson I learned is to be like a team player and to be more responsible to people. Because we meet a whole lot of people when they come. Like a couple of days ago, I introduced the mayor, and if I wasn't being responsible and polite, I probably would have said something that would have ruined the whole career of the school and myself.
I was really homesick the whole first week. I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know what my responsibilities were, really. I didn't know how intense it would be, but I slowly got used to that over the first month.
First night, I say to them, and the boys would say this to you, that character is more important than intellect. This is not a place where we want to provide academic background to individuals who are not going to comport themselves and conduct themselves in a purposeful way in this world. So we spend a lot of time on character education here. And the motto of the school, you asked about the mission statement, but the motto of the school is to be a man is to be responsible. And implicit in that is responsible to oneself and for oneself and to others as well. We don't have a maintenance crew, we don't have a janitor's crew. The boys do responsible for all of that. They're responsible for not only their rooms and their homework and their uniforms, but also for the maintenance of this building. And that's just beginning to learn the the skills and the responsibilities that any mature individual has to learn at some point in their lives. And too often our boys have not before they arrive here.
They do a great job on the mirrors in the bathroom.
Yeah.
And the sinks.
With appropriate instruction, but
yes.
They're not terrific at making their beds,
no,
regrettably.
Every day.
You can teach them to make their bed, but there are no quarters bouncing off the beds at the West End School, I regret to say. Not at the moment, anyway.
Part of what you think about in terms of history and the reasons...
The biggest lesson I learned was how to control my anger and my emotions. I actually stayed an extra year to help with my development as a young man, and also learn new things such as Algebra 1 in 8th grade, which helped me here. Instead of taking Algebra 1, I took Geometry. I had the possibility of taking Calculus when I was a senior. I never ever thought of that, ever. But right now, I'm in the process of graduating St. Francis High School. I applied to 7 schools, and I was accepted to 7 schools.
The reality is that most kids who come, who get their arms around it, succeed. They want to please, kids want to please, they're tractable. Give them the appropriate structure and some high expectations. Kids do very well here. Boys who typically in the middle school admitted in the 6th grade, but performing at 4th grade level, sometimes 3rd grade level, in the course of a long school day, a long school year, and a rigorous program in the course of the 3 years, they can remediate those deficiencies. They do. They not only can, but they do, and end up going to academically challenging high schools.
What happened in yesterday's chapter?
Tu regardes quoi?
This is the elementary school I went to. When I went here, it was Virginia Avenue Elementary School. It was grades 1 through 6. And I know all my teachers. My 1st grade teacher was Miss Trice, 2nd grade Miss Parker, 3rd grade Miss Woodman, 4th grade Miss Carey, 5th grade Miss Spencer, and my 6th grade teacher was Mr. Cowell. This school had a lasting memory on me. It's now called the West End School. The beginning mission of the school was to help a lot of disadvantaged young males between the age 7 and 13 that have difficult problems at home, difficult problems learning, not the best family background. But a school like this under Mr. and Mrs. Blair's leadership will help them get the structure they need in their lives to succeed. When I was the board chair, Paul Picani brought it to my attention, I immediately jumped on board. Paul came to me and told me that they wanted to build an athletic center in my name, and they already had a league gift, a matching league gift, and I was blown away by it. You know, I'm a pretty humble guy. I don't look for things. I just thank God for what He's given me and live my life simple as I can. But it was a great humbling experience to even be considered to have a building with your name on it, you know, especially in the neighborhood that you grew up in. The association with this school, just take away the gym, just to be able to touch some kids' lives and to have an influence on what they do, just to have them see themselves through you. It's always encouraging to have an impact on kids, and you know, it's always good to have a gym to play in, because these guys don't have a gym to play in, and that was one of the main goals on building the Durham River Athletic Center. To make sure that these kids have all the advantages that the normal society has. Right now they're struggling to find a gym to play in, but they're still smiling.
Oh yeah!
The school is ran by volunteers, and without the volunteers, there really wouldn't be a West End school. There are hundreds of volunteers coming in and out of the school every year, and over the 10-year period, there's been thousands of volunteers, and I really would like to thank each and every one of them for the time and the commitment they put in.
I want to thank everyone for coming out today. This is a special day for me and my family. It's a special day for the community.
I think the real story of the school is not so much the boys or Mr. and Mrs. Blair as it is the willingness of this community over the last 9 years to see a need and give these kids a hand up. We've really been amazed that over that period of time, people have been eager to come and paint and plaster and lay hardwood floors, to provide meals, to tutor these boys, to be out on inclement days pruning and mulching and improving this campus. It's really a marvelous story of a community coming together around a set of kids and helping them.
And the community has been involved so far. We still need more community support, more individual support to make this endeavor keep going. And we've got great people on the board, we've got great teachers, and everybody's passionate about it. And that makes a difference when you're passionate about a project and to make it succeed. And the bottom line is we all love these boys that come through here.
In your piece is about the individual decisions that we make. And so there's a line in terms of individual decisions that one makes, but when you think about history.
Contact the school, Mr. and Mrs. Blair, any of the board members if they know any, to get involved. And all it takes is to come down here and see these kids and see what's going on down here. And then you will definitely feel compassion to get involved, because we got some good things going on down here. God's smiling all on this building.
C'est de bonne qualité.
Two fractions that add to
Robert and I are in this together. It's 100% commitment on our parts. We believe that we've been called by God to do this. That's the huge drawing card for both of us. And it's a question of just getting up in the morning and doing what needs to be done and putting one foot in front of the other and smiling along the way. Trying to, anyway.
One of the things you hope the school does is put the lie to the fact that if you grow up in a broken home, if you grow up in a tough neighborhood, if you grow up in poverty, you can't succeed. The answer, of course, is that you can. And too often we conflate poverty with a lack of ability, with a lack of intelligence. And it's just a lie. It's a lie we tell ourselves very often because it's convenient. We in this city throw thousands and thousands of lives away year in and year out because they don't have the structure and the expectations and the adult to give them that hand up and point them in the direction of a purposeful and happy and productive life. And that's all kids need. That's all any kid needs. And if you give them those things, they succeed.
You take that economic component out.
The gym is officially yours.